The Landkreuzer Pages 1000 Rat was a design for a super heavy tank for use by Nazi Germany during World War II. It was designed in 1942 by Krupp with the approval of Adolf Hitler, but the project was cancelled by Albert Speer in early 1943 and no tank was ever completed. At 1,000 metric tons, the P-1000 would have been over 5 times as heavy as the Panzer VIII Maus, the heaviest tank ever built. History. The development history of the Rat originated with a 1941 strategic study of Soviet heavy tanks conducted by Krupp, the study also giving birth to the Panzer VIII Maus super heavy tank. The study led to a suggestion from Krupp director Grote, special officer for submarine construction, who on June 23, 1942 proposed to Hitler a 1,000-ton tank which he named a Landkreuzer. It was to be armed with naval artillery and armored with 25 centimeters of hardened steel, so heavily that only similar weapons could hope to affect it. To compensate for its immense weight, the Rat would have been equipped with 3 1.2 meters wide treads on each side with a total tread width of 7.2 meters. This would help stability and weight distribution, but the vehicle's sheer mass would have destroyed roads and rendered bridge crossings next to impossible. However, it was anticipated that its height, and its ground clearance of 2 meters would have allowed it to ford most rivers with relative ease. Hitler became enamored with Grote's concept and ordered Krupp to begin development on it in 1942. As of December 29, 1942 a few preliminary drawings had been completed, by which time the concept had been named Rat. Albert Speer cancelled the project in 1943 before any were actually constructed. Propulsion. The Rat was to be propelled by 2 MAN V12Z32/44 24-cylinder marine diesel engines of 6,300 a kilowatt each or 8 Daimler-Benz MB500 120-cylinder marine diesel engines of 1,500 a kilowatt each to achieve the 12,000 a kilowatt needed to move this tank. The engines were to be provided with snorkels also like those used by German submarines. The snorkels were designed to provide a way for oxygen to reach the engine, even during amphibious operations passing through deep water. Armament. The Rat's primary weapon would have been a dual 280 SKC/28 gun turret. The turret was to have been a modified Kriegsmarine triple-gun turret, removing one of the guns and loading mechanism. Further armament was to consist of a 128 anti-tank gun of the type used in the Jagdjäger or Maus, 215 Mauser MG 151/15 autocannons, and 820 Flak 38 anti-aircraft guns, probably with at least 4 of them as a quad mount. The 128 anti-tank gun's precise location on the Rat is a point of contention among historians, most believing that it would have been mounted within the primary turret, with some others thinking a smaller secondary turret at the rear of the Rat more logical. Some concept drawings exist to suggest a flexible mount on the glacis plate. The tank was to be provided with a vehicle bay sufficient to hold 2 BMW R12 motorcycles for scouting, as well as several smaller storage rooms, a compact infirmary area, and a self-contained lavatory system. See also, Super Heavy Tank, Landkreuzer Pages 1500 Monster, Panzer VIII Maus, References. Ellenbogen, Michael. Gigantische Visionen, Architektur und Hochtechnologie im Nationalsozialismus. Graz, Ares Verlag. ISBN A3-900-2475-25-0. Spielberger, Walter J. Spezzelpanzerfahrzeug der Deutschen Heers. Stuttgart, Motorbuch Verlag. PA 137. ISBN A3-87943-457-3. Parsons, Zach. My Tank is Fight. New York, Citadel Press Incorporated. ISBN A0-8065-2758-7. External links, German site with a scale model, article about the 1000/1500 series, illustration of Pages 1000 Landkreuzer Rat.